For years, lawmakers have talked about writing up stricter regulations for all railways, but changes have been slow in coming. That is, until we recently saw the devastating and deadly consequences right here in our own backyard. Good evening. I'm Heather Skold. Bart Betzel will join us momentarily. Thanks for making us your choice for your news at 10 o'clock. We begin tonight with those new state regulations aimed at the railroad industry. The goal is to increase safety across the board and avoid another tragic scene like this, when a coal train derailed north of Pueblo in October, killing a trucker on the interstate below. KRDO 13's Emily Coffey is live tonight at Pueblo's Union Station after following Governor Polis on the first leg of a bill signing tour. Emily.
Yeah, House Bill 24-1030 is doing a lot to ensure rail safety in Colorado, but more than that is ensuring the safety and equity of rail workers here in the state.
The bottom line is that corporate and commerce and corporate profit should not trump the safety of our workers, our communities, and our environment.
Accidents like the one that shut down the interstate last October gave a lot of momentum to a new piece of legislation that will go into effect in 2026.
We want to reduce those risks even further and avoid further disruptive incidents like what happened just north of Pueblo that closed down 25.
One person died as a result of that derailment. Now, state authorities are stepping up, requiring trains to be shorter than 8,500 feet and mandating wayside detector systems and reports to the Public Utilities Commission. The regulations also prohibit blocking railroad crossings for first responders, and the bill protects the job safety of train workers who blow the whistle on potential safety issues.
Workers, are watching out and reporting these things, and they've been fired and retaliated against for these concerns, and that's not okay. So creating the Office of Rail Safety is a huge step forward.
The Public Utilities Commission will enforce these new requirements by imposing a fine on railroads that violate the new requirements.
I will repeat that it is just the first step. There's much more to do in this space, and we will be working forward because, safety is number one.
Yeah, many of these new regulations will go into effect on July 1st, 2026. A year prior to that, however, rail companies will be required to work with first responders to help train them. Reporting live in Pueblo, Emily Coffey, KRDO 13.